Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. Today is episode 34 in the free-to-play challenge series, and we have shards to pull. 93 ancient shards. We don't quite have enough space, so the first thing we're going to have to do is go into the champion vaults. We see we got 300 space in total, but we're currently using 269, so we need about, let's call it, another 50, 60 space. So the real question we have is, what's the most efficient way for us to get this space? If we click here, 1 million silver or 100 gems. Well, I tend to use a silver to gem conversion of 13,543 silver per gem. And it's based on if I was farming Spider 20 and sold every single item I collected, how much silver would I expect to get per gem of energy refill? So in this case, we're saying we would expect to get 1.35 million silver from 100 gems. So we're going to be better off buying it with silver. So let's expand our one with silver. And then the next one says 1.5 million or 110 gems. Well, 110 gems is 1.49 million silver or 1.5 million silver. So we're really at a break even. It doesn't really matter whether you use gems or silver here. I would probably say that when it's close, I would probably pick using the silver instead of the gems. Because although if we sold everything we'd get that amount of silver, there's also a chance we'd get a really good item. And because you've got that like added optionality in terms of getting the good item, if we're close, I will pick the silver. Then I think we'll do one more, and this time it is 2 million versus 120. Well, 120 gems, I'd expect to get about 1.6 million silver. So now it's really swung in favor of the gems. So we'll do that. And then what I will do, we've now got a bit of space in here. I will equally expand this. It's the same exact calculation we just done. So 1 million silver there. And I'll probably do the same here. So we've got enough space overall. 80 or 800,000. Let me just key that in quickly. 800,000. Basically, 80 gems, I'd expect to be about 1.08 million silver. So we're much better off doing this with silver. So overall, we now definitely have enough space. Let's just move some champions around. I've moved stuff around. We still don't quite have enough space. So we're going to do one more of these. What did I say? We key it in 130 gems or 2.5 million. Well, 130 gems I'd expect to be worth about 1.76 million silver. So from now on, it's cheaper to do it with gems. Anyway, we now have enough space. That's a little handy tip for anyone who wants to judge whether you should use silver or gems. Personally, I use 13,500 as the silver gem conversion. If it's marginal, I'll pick silver. Once it gets not marginal, once it's heavily weighted, it's just gems forevermore. So really, it's the initial bit you use silver, and then when the crossover occurs, it becomes gems thereafter. It's basically the way it works. So we have 93 shards to pull. In terms of the actual champion chase itself, now ordinarily I advocate for getting the first legendary book and not worrying about the second legendary book. In this particular instance, I think I'm going to pull every single shard because I want to flesh out my faction war teams. When it comes to the next fusion, it won't coincide, or it's unlikely to coincide with 2x Ancient. We're going to have that in 6 weeks' time. I should get enough Ancient shards to be in a position to cover the 2x Ancients next time we get there. And in terms of any summon rushes in between, Sacreds and Voids are more efficient for that. So I'm not worried about any future event right now. Okay, there could be a guaranteed champion that I might miss out on, but getting all those extra epics is going to be more valuable overall, particularly in terms of beating faction wars. Plus, we haven't had a guarantee from Ancients for a while, and I don't really want to hamper the progress I could get on this challenge account seeking the guaranteed. Obviously, on my main, things are in a different situation, but here, I'm going to pull every shot, basically. So, let's hope. Like I said, really want an AoE stun champion. That's going to be something that's super important for me. If we did get Ragash, that would be amazing. Beyond that, we're just looking really for champions that are going to help us in faction wars. I don't really know Indalia, but it's not really a faction that's that much of a problem. So that really isn't helping us overall. The other thing we need is the last rare for for Razin, which let's just quickly check what that is. So the one we're missing is Penitent. Let's see if we get that. So these are the things that we're hoping to see, and we'll just see. Hopefully we get enough epics. I think I worked out we could reasonably expect 15 epics and 1 legendary. So we'll just see. Fleshmonger, pretty good. Otherwise, no one that's really jumping out at me. I do have a copy of Nullhorn already. Otherwise, fantastic rare. What do we got here? Soul Bond, fantastic rare. That's actually really good. Otherwise, 10 rares on a 2x is pretty sad. Can someone turn the 2x on, please? Raider is good, but we already have... Oh, Vogoth, very nice. For Doom Tower, for faction wars, like really good champion. Ripper, not so good. Come on. Strike gold. We should get 1 gold. And it obviously, like, it would be amazing if it was Ragash. Sachi, good. Kinagashi, good. Occult, not really that helpful for faction wars, to be honest, but Sashi and Kinagashi, I think, could be pretty good for faction wars. Still haven't got the rare we need. It's not going great. I mean, it's not bad. We got Vogoth. That's the pull of the day. But another 10 rares. Like, I feel like we're quite far off the expected quality, to be honest. Like, we're getting a lot of rares. Wow. Who is that? Riordan the Blue. It's the new one for the new Freeze champion. I mean, could be quite interesting. Increased speed with the TM fill on a 3-turn cooldown. Each hit has a 65% chance of freezing. That's pretty much, I think this could work very nicely in Doom Tower as an AoE control. You've got the increased speed and you've got freeze overall, plus you've got this decent chance to get a freeze off on a single target. Yeah, I think Creedon could actually be quite interesting. Very interesting. Come on, I think this is the last 10, to be honest, so we haven't got the Penitent, and we also haven't got Legendary. Seeker, very nice champion. Really, really good as a provoke champion on the A1. Got decent, really, really decent chance, like 50% chance with a double hit. So it's like effectively, 75% chance you'd expect overall that you will end up with a provoke going out, which is really, really strong. Plus you got the TM fill, increase attack on a 3-turn cooldown with the extra turn, so it means basically every other turn. Like, really, really good champion overall. That's a good pull. Dirandil, I don't even know. Like, these random champions they've just added recently, like, I don't even know who they are. Not great, but I mean, ignoring defense, never bad. This, not great, to be honest, and then this is just kind of irrelevant. Yeah, no, not a good champion. Lodric has its place, but I already have miscreated as a shield champion for, Scarab, so not going to be helpful there. I think this probably is the last 10. Oh, come on, give us gold. Defiled Sinner, not good. Another Husk and another Soul Bond. We've got double Husk. Crazy. And we still didn't get the Penitent. We have 3 more to go. No gold so far. I don't feel confident. Just give me Penitent. Like, why am I begging for a rare? Like, it's crazy. Oh, I just want to be able to fuse Razin. One more rare, and it's not. So, yeah. I mean, we definitely got some good champions. Absolutely no doubt. In terms of our pull rate, we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Roughly as we expect in terms of number of epics. I thought we'd probably get 15 and a legendary, but we got 14 and no legendary. And we obviously got a few that aren't great, but we got a couple of really strong ones. I would say this Creedon looks really interesting. Double Husk could be interesting for certain areas. Obviously Hydra, for instance. And Seeker's really, really good. And obviously Vogoth. So Seeker, Vogoth, and Creedon. The ones that are most interesting to me, and a duplicate husk is not bad at all either. Right, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of happy, but I'm also kind of disappointed. I really thought we'd probably get a legendary from the 93 shards. I felt reasonably confident that we would, but we didn't. Let me just swap over to the main account. We need to pull some there as well, because on the main account, I am in fact going for the fusion. So let's jump in. Right then, on the main account, 496 ancients, so no real struggle in terms of the number of ancients. If we look at the champion chase, we need to get 2,500. So we'll just go for the 3,000, and then we'll call it a day, basically. So hopefully 60 space should be enough. Let's just keep an eye on how many points we get. For this account, I mean, other than the new epics, I basically have them all. So we're really looking to get gold, to be honest. So yeah, let's just see what comes. Obviously, I'll be annoyed if we get the champions that we wanted on the other account here. So far so good. No one particularly that I'd like to have had on the other account, although Luria is pretty strong. And we haven't got the Penitent, so no either. Oh, I didn't pay attention. What was that? I think that was again 820. So I think one more 10 pull should, as long as it's not all rares, should be enough to get us to 3,000, which would actually be less than we would normally expect to do. Odd Bar, not too bad, and Rockbreaker is actually really, really good for Faction Wars. Not that I need any help on the Faction Wars on this account, but just saying, like, it is a good one to do. Right, there we go. That's all done on the main account. Nothing too much. Let's just pull all of this as well. Do we have space? We do. 50 Mortal Soul Stones. Let's roll the dice. And what do we get? Harvest Jack, 4-star. Don't have a Harvest Jack though, so doesn't help. But 4-star Legendary Soul, not many of those. I don't think I've pulled any of them before, really. 2-star Genzin, also don't have. And next up, nothing of use. So let's go again. And what have we got? Well, let's just click it. Iron Brago. We do have an Iron Brago. We don't have a King Galkobar. Chancellor Yasmin. Not really. Sorry. I think this is the last 10. And we get another 2 legendaries. 2 more legendaries that I don't have. Anyway. It is what it is. I always seem to find so many champions I just don't have. Anyway, there you go. Iron Brago. You are awake. And And what's this, Annabelle? Oh, I got the 6-star Annabelle, but Annabelle is not at 6 stars, so it doesn't really matter. Flesh Terror is terrible. I would use the Upbreaker. Why not? There we go. And if we go back to the Soulstone summon, we can summon this one T2 Soulstone that we got from the champion training, and it was a 3-star War Priest, so that was really worth the effort. Otherwise, what do we got? Nothing worth buying in the shop either. So that is that. I've actually jumped back to the challenge account. I remembered that we never actually checked how far we'd got on the champion chase itself. 4,500. Unfortunately, as we did not get a legendary, we have fallen shy of the legendary tome here. Disappointing overall. I thought we'd probably get a slightly better pull rate. I thought we'd have a reasonable chance of getting the 5,500 from the 90, particularly given that we got 250 extra from the Dark Elhain off the bat. The other thing to mention is on the Fragment Summon, we have actually now finished Drexar, but it's not going to be enough to get us the legendary book, so probably we'll save it for a CBC instead, for a champion chase. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But I would like to pull him quite soon. That said, the daily login is pretty juicy. Artak, I think, could be a really interesting champion. So I'd probably want to be in a position where I'm able to book this champion out straight away. So I do want to, at some point, book out, I think, Arbiter. We have 14 legendary books. We have not yet booked out Arbiter. We never booked out Chronum, and we haven't booked out Rhonda either. But I think Arbiter and Artak are probably the ones that are going to give me the most overall gain for my legendary tomes. Brogni is booked out. It's just missing a 5% on the A1. So yeah, that is a wrap for this video. We didn't get the champions that we wanted. We probably got the champions that we deserved. And we'll just carry on, you know? Like, nothing else you need to do. We just keep on going. So yeah, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.